Buongiorno! We saw it!
Yeah, we managed to get our
my
hands on the first episode of Jojo, because it's been, out there.
The internet has provided.
It's
Thanks,
part
internet.
5. It's Golden Wind. It's got Giovanna.
It's not delivery.
Which is so funny, because, they're all, speaking Japanese and they're in Italy. But, anytime anybody's doing, a real serious, Japanese monologue, it's just, they're just speaking Italian. It's just oh, what are you doing? Come and sit here like a man.
It's great. And the thing is that's even more heightened by the fact that that's the first thing he says to Koichi when Koichi's like, oh, you're very fluent. He's talking about the yen transfer, but he's trying to basically say, oh no, we're all speaking Italian. You're speaking Italian right now. There are no language barriers. It's all a giant...
It's beautiful. It's in Italy, so it's a very different architecture than 15. I think the series is going to stay in Italy for the most part.
I hope so.
It's in
That's
Naples,
beautiful.
specifically.
Yeah, it's going to be like the part 4 where they're all in the same...
Right, yeah, it stays in location. We're not part 3, we're not Stardust crusading
we're not
through
going
the
everywhere.
world.
I don't know if that's ever going to happen again until we're in the alternate horse dimension.
I have no idea. Again, because that's our perspective coming in. We've stuck to the anime completely. We have written off the manga as we want to experience it first animated. And what did you guys think so far of the animation?
I will say it is different than part 4, but I feel like with this series specifically, it just works perfectly. So I'm excited.
Yeah. It's really modern. They're pulling out a lot and giving us, I think I saw 3 or 4 complete unabashed townscapes with monorails and cars and streetlights.
A lot of details in those landscape shots
So
too,
giving those things, and also in general, I'm seeing a lot of pull out on a lot of the scenes just for full body animations and things like that. Some of the more tense scenes are no, we're gonna show the whole thing when we would normally expect, we're just gonna zoom into a close up and get that tight look. Also, they still got the black, the black to give it sort of a weight.
You can still definitely see his same style.
But it's less. It's a little bit less.
One of the things that I think it's interesting that's going to come up more in this season is his references to Greek and Roman architecture and statues. Because these characters look completely different from any of the squads from any other season.
Absolutely.
Rohan almost got us there, where we're getting into that kind of more
hyper human anatomy
or Roman archetype too. But this is it looks like we're gonna have the whole cast is basically gonna be in this more thin archetype.
when he gets his
15-year-old Gio.
Oh my god!
Let's not forget he's got that vampire going through him. But when his torturer or the zipper bro comes up to him and he adopts this stance and he's like, I see you're a spider person as well. You are also gangly.
It was good.
Puppets.
They do we get a little bit of Koichi, we get a little bit of Jojo. But I was honestly I know it's coming this season a little bit, but him popping the star birthmark out. I was just so we're already deep in the Jojo lore.
There's no
we're invested heavily.
There's no and that's they pull out the wallet and you see the Dio. And it's
the Dio photo, which is the photo that Grandpa Joe had.
What is maybe who knows? But
contact has been made.
Yeah,
for sure.
And you were saying about the anatomy. It is that super 7 head body or everything is pulled out. All the anatomy is going to be like that.
12 packs.
Those
lots
pack
of chest.
shots, yes!
Absolutely, they're not pulling back at all. His shirt is off. He's not wearing undershirt. First episode. Before the half.
The boob window is real.
Yeah. It's thick, too. And, you get... The other one has, lace under his titties. So, yeah, it's all there, guys.
The lick was there. Again, the lick, which, I know is really homoerotic and great. But it also is very JoJo, so we feel like we've pulled in. And the fingers coming out of the mouth is very bizarre.
Really weird.
The horror thing that was good because that's the thing. The tension was created there. It wasn't just I wanted to draw another character, licking another character. It's oh no, it's because that's his thing.
Yeah.
He's shoving things in his mouth psychically, and
he's very comfortable manipulating entering another person's space.
Yeah.
Even the way he body language, he puts his arm over and his hand out, and then after that he licks Gio, and then he puts fingers inside of Gio's mouth and an eyeball in his hand.
Violating.
It's he violates his space hardcore.
That's his whole thing. He's what's up? What's up?
It's good.
It's really good.
I'm excited for the next season. I can't wait. I can't believe we have to wait until October to see how this interaction pans out.
It looks so good. They animated it wonderfully.
Yeah.
I know this is just the first episode, but it's very clear. There was a touch of dynamic action, but it's clear they have, like you were saying, they actually did spend all the time that they were
Yeah,
announcing
yeah.
it.
Even like,
working on it.
especially in the opening scenes, like when the cars were driving by and just like the whole panel shots of the
Yeah.
city. Oh my
Fleshed
god,
out. It's
I'm
fleshed
so
out.
ready.
There's no part that hasn't been combed over already. And with the zipper bro coming up, Bruno.
Bruno.
Yeah. I just love how that is clearly the Okuyasu of this series.
He's gonna be the guy.
He's gonna get his
Yay.
Speedwagon wrecked and then come back as the buddy, obviously. But like they're just like, yeah, no. And also they didn't have him already know what his stand-in.
Yeah, we
which is
still don't know
good.
what either of their stands really
Yeah,
are technically.
and he
like.
doesn't really know about stands yet. He's like, oh, and they
Does that guy have
mentioned
the
some
same
new
power
thing.
as me? Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna jump into his interpretation of stands 100%. So they are gonna go over the rules again to
Right.
sort of like
Well, like
reconnect.
his stand. I mean, every time that works too, because every new JoJo like presents like their like their signature stand
Their
is like
craziness.
something way over the top, and like
Yeah.
even more so with Gio's stand. Like it seems like I don't know what the rules are at all for this.
There was a
like,
fetus in a car seat.
yeah, he
so
creates
Yeah.
life, but also it like reflects damage and like. But he was like talking about it having a will of its own. And
yeah,
stuff,
and there
like,
were three. There was three
it's
things.
crazy,
We'll
it's
see.
crazy,
He
it's
dropped
crazy.
the Muda, which we're happy
Yeah,
about.
Muda.
So we're happy. We've been sated.
Not quite. I want to know when we get to see Ponolith.
Oh yeah. Okay, we need a lot.
We did see Paul
His-
In the picture.
That squad.
Yeah.
Which was so
Back
great.
when he was thick.
Well, that's the thing, because they look so ridiculous compared to the
Yeah.
characters we're getting out. But it's great. It's
yeah.
great. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Excited to see it in October. That's KO.
What do we got looking forward? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us.
眠れない